that we run into is working capital, even business credit, or even being able to rent or even lease a building to expand our business from that point on. So I wanted to make sure that I gathered the right information for everybody tonight. So again, this is a training, meaning you must have a pen and paper because I'm actually going to be walking you through how to actually build credit for your EIN number tonight, right? We're not, if you're driving, I feel sorry for you because this information is very, very vital to building your business credit because it's actually going to help you when it comes to lenders and vendors and also passing underwriting guidelines when it comes to funding your business. So just to kind of give you guys a background on me, my name is Willis Guidry. I've been in the finance industry for about 10 years. I'm not going to say I'm a guru, but I've learned originally from Texas City, a small town just south of Houston. I'm telling you, if you blink, you'll pass it. But the town is so small that everyone knows everyone. And I didn't want to be in a town like that. So I actually moved away after graduation and I attended 1 year of college, on a basketball scholarship. I thought I was going to the NBA. I'm not going to lie to you, just like everybody else, but things happen, life happened. I decided to move back home, help my mom. But I did what everybody did when you grow up in a small town. You go get a job where everybody else is working at. And that was the refinery. That was British Petroleum. So I had a job there for about 4 years that I hated because we were actually working in the sun. We were making good money, but it's the sun, it's hot units, the possibilities of those units exploding. That just wasn't me anymore. Fast forward, I was actually terminated from that job. I was so thankful too. And it actually ended me in the automotive industry in 2010, where I picked up all of this information along the way, meaning the financing, understanding how to purchase a auto loan, just understanding credit and just understanding what lenders and also underwriting look for whenever it comes to purchasing anything, right? So about 7 years of being in the auto industry, I held every position from the internet director, pre-owned manager, new car manager, new car director, general sales manager at the Chevy store in Sugar Land on Highway 6, and also a finance manager as well too. So if you kind of take all of that experience and kind of put it together, and me being around some of the people I was around, I was able to kind of make that my own. And actually, I was fired from that job as well too. I was making six figures a year, at the age of 25 to 30 around that time. I was making six figures a year and I thought I was set, but my mindset wasn't set, right? I didn't have any investments going for me, any of that. Fast forward after being terminated, I decided, you know what? I know how to do everything. I know how to negotiate with banks. I just need the right resources and tools. So I started seeking after the right resources and tools to get me to where it was that I needed to be. I started a transportation service with my brother in 2016. That flopped. Reason why is because we didn't have the working capital behind us, nor did we have this information that I'm sharing with you tonight. Now, 2020 is a completely different story because we have all the information, we have all the resources, and now we're able to excel. So just kind of continue with my story. My transportation service failed in 2016 due to lack of working capital. We had the great idea, like everyone on this call, you have the great idea, you have the ability to do it, but you come across that roadblock when you're ready to expand, you just don't have enough to expand. You don't have enough funds because the profit that you're earning, you're putting it back into your business for either supplies, marketing, or you're paying yourself, paying your employees, you're paying your rent, whatever it may be. But on tonight's training, I'm actually going to show you how you can build your business credit to leverage. I'm not going to say get rich overnight, to leverage. I'm going to show you how to build it, to leverage it, to get you to the next level of expanding your business and also funding your business. So I'll kind of jump right into it. This is very, very hands-on. Please take this information and go and apply it because you invested $25 into yourself for this information. Nobody else has this information. You won't see anybody with this presentation. This is my information that I put together. Now, At the end of this presentation, I am going to be very transparent. I am going to try to sell you something. I'm just being honest with you. But anything that I offer is a value. I'm not going to offer you anything that doesn't add value to your life or to your family's life, right? I'm not going to offer you a t-shirt. I'm not going to offer you a piece of jewelry. I'm going to offer you something that's going to actually help you grow financially and also grow a little bit of knowledge and wisdom throughout this journey of building your business credit. So we'll get right into it. How to build your business credit using your EIN is not linked to your social security number. Now, if you're not familiar with business credit is credit that is obtained only in the business name. It is only in the business name, right? With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and has its own credit score. With an established credit profile and score, the business will then qualify for credit. Now, some of the benefits of having business credit is based on whether or not you can pay your bills or not. That's really what business credit is. You know, being able to obtain credit a lot faster than you would consumer credit, right? And the reason why that is because when you start in a business, they think about you creating jobs for the economy. So they're taking that into consideration. Now, with personal credit and business credit is scored completely different, right? There's 5 factors when it comes to your personal credit. Those are the payment history, which is 35%, the utilization, meaning how much of your credit, your revolving credit you're using, which is 30%. I would keep those between 10 to 15% with the utilization, and try not to miss any payments because that will affect you drastically. The length of credit history, 15%. Obviously, the longer the credit history has been established, the better when it comes to personal credit. If the personal credit is fresh, 6 months, a year, even if you have a 700 score, you're going to have a lot harder time getting approvals for high balance credit cards or even high balance loans. Accumulation of new credit, meaning you're actually getting new credit. It's going to drop the score 10%, but it's actually going to raise the score once you start making those payments. And then the mix of credit, meaning you have a revolving, installment, a mortgage, and maybe even whatever else that we can throw on there, to actually mix up the credit profile. Because I always see people make this one mistake. They believe that adding authorized user trade lines, if you don't know what that is, adding all of these trade lines to your credit profile is actually going to get you an approval. In reality, it won't. But we're talking about business credit here, so I'm not going to get into that. All right. So if you already had my my service with the personal credit, then I'm glad you took advantage of it. But now we're moving on to the business credit. So Dun and Bradstreet is actually the Paydex. It actually gives you a Paydex score, and it's based upon these factors right here. If you're paying early, it's 100. If you're paying on time, prompt within the 14 days, then it's 80. If you're paying 14 days beyond the terms, it's 70. And if you can see all the way at the bottom, if you're paying 120 days beyond the term, it's 20. Meaning if you're making those payments late past the 14-day mark, then that's how they score you when it comes to business credit score, just on Dun and Bradstreet, right? Now, some of the other benefits is the approval limits are much higher on accounts versus personal accounts. And then credit limits on a usually 10 to 100 times higher, again, like I said, than the consumer. Now, where does it go? Oh, now when a business owner applies for financing, their credit is reviewed, right? Your business credit is reviewed. If you do not have a business while you're on this training, I'm actually going to walk you through the proper way to set your business up so you can qualify for funding. So that way you don't get denied or declined. Now, there's no regulations that require the lenders to notify you to let you know that you've been denied. They can just deny you and they don't have to say anything, not like with the personal credit. They have to send the letters in to let you know why you were denied and so on and so forth. It's completely different. Now, with your business credit, anyone can actually pull your business credit reports, without having permission. It's actually public records. You can all you have to do is go to Experian Business, type in the company's name, and you can see all of their information from their payment history, the credit limits, their employees, the revenue, past payment history, and performance. If you can't do that with your company right now, then you're not visible and you're not credible. Now, I'm going to show you how to make your company credible. Now, almost any business can get business credit if it has an EIN number and an entity setup. If you don't know what an EIN number is and an entity is, we're going to go over that. And just to be clear, I am not a CPA, nor am I a licensed attorney. This is for educational purpose. This is things that work for myself and for my clients that I do have. So let me just be clear. I am not your CPA. I am not your attorney. You know, don't say my advisor, because I'm none of that. This is all educational information right here. You don't need collateral. You don't need financials. You can be a startup and still get approved for business credit. You just need to know the proper building steps. That's the one thing that everybody overlooks whenever we start a company. Everybody on Instagram tell you start an LLC, go do this, and then that's it. Everybody imagine that it's instant success, but you have to start an LLC, build an LLC, and leverage the LLC. They're not telling you that. They're not telling you that you're leaving money on the table when you don't leverage it. Now, all highly successful businesses have business credit. It's the right passage to ever reach true success. So Mars Incorporated is just a few 22 trade lines, Dell 83 trade lines, Pilot 153 trade lines reporting, Public Supermarket 171, and the one place that we all shop at, Walmart, with 513 trade lines. So you can imagine those companies are actually leveraging their business credit. They're not coming out of pocket for every single piece of supply that they need for the store, you know, or for every single move that they need to make or merchandise that they need to add to the store. Now, business credibility. This is the most overlooked piece of setting up your company. Again, all we know is start an LLC and that's it. We don't know nothing else after that. We use our personal cell phone, we use our home address, we do all of that stuff. We don't even set it up right. So this is when you must have a pen and paper out, because I promise you, majority of us on this call set up our first company in this way. Majority of us on this call also still have that same company that set up that same way, and that's why you're getting denied. That's why you're not getting the approvals. That's why you're not getting the American Express cards that everyone is looking for, the Citibank cards that everyone is looking for. So the credibility is the perception lenders, vendors, and creditors have of your business, right? Look at this. It's the perception. They didn't say it has to be the reality. They just want it to be the perception that lenders and vendors have. That's just a perception, right? It doesn't have to be reality. So you can actually still build your business credit, even if your company is not a big company generating hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Because you can still leverage it later on down the line when you do get ready to start. Think about that. Now, before applying for business credit, a business must ensure it meets or exceeds all lender credibility standards. Now, there are over 20 points that are necessary for a business to have a strong, credible foundation. Point number one, your business name. Your business name is the most important piece to this all. Reason why, there are red flags there are things in your business name that will get you flagged. Let me say it that way, right? For instance, if you actually have a credit repair service and you have credit repair as the title of your business name, then you're deemed a high risk business. Why is that? Because you're dealing with people with bad credit. The chances of you having a chargeback is very high. So therefore, you're high risk. Merchant accounts won't even deal with you when you're a credit repair company if you have those terms within your business. There's other terms too, and we'll show you how you can even search them. So, but it's very important that you use the exact business legal name whenever you're setting it up. Your full name should include any recorded DBA filing that you'll be using. So for instance, if it's Brave Asset Group LLC, but we're doing business as Grave Asset Management. That all needs to be merged with that entity. Now, ensure your business name has the same address, and everything matches up with the paperwork, the license, and bank statements, and all that stuff. Number 2 credibility point: corporate entity. You can build business credit with almost any corporate entity type. If you truly want to separate your business credit from your personal credit, your business must be a separate legal entity, not a sole proprietor. If you have a DBA, you cannot build business credit. If you have a DBA, you're putting yourself at risk, because if someone sues you, then you're still responsible for that, because you're the sole proprietor of the company. You're still responsible, right? Unless you have a separate entity, corporation, you might be doing business, but you're not truly doing business. Again, if you have a sole proprietor, it's best that you change to a LLC. If you don't know whether the S Corp or C Corp, speak with the CPA before you do that, a licensed CPA. So you need to be a corporation again, or have an LLC to separate personal from business. Now, a tax ID number is an employee identification number. Whether you have employees or not, your business entity must have a federal tax ID number. Just like having a social security number, your business has an EIN number. Your tax ID number is used to actually open up your bank account, right? If you're a business owner, you must have a business bank account, and that account must be started the same day that you get this EIN number. Now, take the time to verify again. You're going to see this on all my slides, to make sure that you verify that all of your information matches across the board. Like you have it on the bank statements, you have it with the with IRS, with the local agencies. If you do any licensing, make sure it has all the same information across the board, because we teeing you up for underwriting to approve you, right? So just keep on follow along with me. Now, another point: your business address. We all make the mistake. I made the mistake too. You know, must be a real brick and mortar. That's what lenders look for, and vendors and creditors look for. It must be a deliverable physical address. It must be a deliverable physical address. It cannot be a home address, cannot be a PO box, and cannot be a UPS address. If you are considering funding your corporation for hundreds of thousands of dollars, you're gonna have to get your address in order. Now, we all don't have money to go and get a brick and mortar, right? And I want to be transparent again that I have helped companies fund their business even with having a home address. But the thing is, those companies had to prove a lot of financials for both the corporation and the owner. Why? Because they wanted to see that, even though if it was set up there, they wanted to see that you still had cash flow coming in and you were actually still filing your taxes consistently with that business, right? They were able to get funding, but they still didn't build the business credit out correctly. They just got some money, and they didn't build the business credit out. So just because you get funding, that don't necessarily mean you have business credit. You're just leveraging more of your personal credit than anything to get that funding, if that makes sense to everybody. Look at this. Some lenders will not approve you unless these criteria are met. Capital One, prime example. You cannot open up a Capital One account unless you actually have a physical address. Can't be a PO box, can't be a virtual office, can't be anything. It actually has to be a physical address. So here go the solutions for the addresses. The address only: you can receive mail and packages at your dedicated business address. A virtual office, which that's what we have for our corporation, a virtual office, but we can actually go to that office and also host meetings at that office too, if we chose to. And we also receive mail at that virtual office, and the mail is then forwarded to us. So a true office, you can actually have your own office if you chose to have your own receptionist service, dedicated phone and fax and internet. Now, 411 listing, again, we're setting you up to be credible. We're setting you up to be visible within the underwriter's guidelines, right? In order to get those auto approvals. 411 listing, you got to be searchable. We got to be able to find you. We got to know who we doing business with, who we trying to lend this money to. What's the purpose of this money? Like, are you actually legit enough to even handle this money? So you must have a dedicated business phone number that is listed with 401 directory assistance under the business name, not your name. Lenders, vendors, creditors, and even insurance providers will verify that your business is listed with 401 directory. And a toll-free number will give your business credibility, but you must have a local business number for the listing with the 401 directory assistance. So we have both. For my company, I have both a 800 number and 2 local numbers, right? So you can reach me on all those different numbers if you're a lender or if you're a creditor. If you're trying to get in touch with me to give me some money, that's the only time I want to talk on the cool. But phone numbers, you know, phone numbers. Again, look at the word perceive. Lenders perceive 800 numbers or toll-free numbers as a sign of business credibility. It's a perception. None of it is the reality. It's the perception. It's the picture that you can paint for them in order for them to just look at your profile and look at all your information, say, he or she in this company matches up across the board. Let's lend them some money, right? Even if you're a single owner with a home-based business, a toll-free number provides a perception, again, that you are an even bigger company. It's very inexpensive to get these 800 numbers and have them linked to your personal cell phone to where it'll still ring. You won't miss a call, and you can actually still have text messages as well too. A cell phone or home phone numbers as main lines for your business line could get you flagged as an unestablished business. I always tell my students, if you have a cell phone, go and change it into your business name anyway. You're gonna get the credit for the taxes, right? Just go and change it, but don't put your cell phone number unless they ask for cell phone number. Because when they look that number up, if they look that number up, it can still come back to your name. So we want to make sure that these little phones right here are actually in our business name, right? I don't care how much money you're making, how much money you're not making. If you have a corporation already set up, you need to go and put your cell phone in your corporation number, right? And then if you do that, you can also ask that company to report it to Dun & Bradstreet. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're leaving a lot of money on the table because I'm going to show you where the money comes into play. Don't give a personal cell phone number, again, a residential, and then you can forward your virtual number again to your cell phone. Never miss a call. Websites. They will search to see if you actually have a website. They will. It's happened to me plenty of times. I have several landing pages, and I actually use different landing pages depending on which lender I'm going to, based upon what I want them to see. Based upon what I want them to see. I may not want them to see everything, the full scope of the company. I just want them to see this small portion of it to motivate them to lend, right? So most of them can just go to your site and it'll say everything there is to know about your corporation if you have a website already set up. It saves them from asking you, what do you do? You know, how much are your customers paying? Because they can see it all on your site. It's there. An email address. No Gmail, no Yahoo, Hotmail, no AOL. Those are not considered business emails, even though they say set up business whenever you're setting up a Gmail. It still doesn't show strong credibility, right? Now, it's okay if you do have a Gmail, a Hotmail, a Yahoo, whatever, that's fine, but we still trying to get you qualified for underwriting to say yes whenever it's time for you to go and ask for that working capital of $150,000 or $200,000 or maybe something less than that. So email address, again, avoid like the Yahoo and the Hotmail. Here's some great examples. Support at braveassetgroup.com, right? Or Will Guidry at braveassetgroup.com. Reason why those emails are great example is because it shows that there's a website attached as well too with the .com. It shows more credibility, more strength with that website being attached. Bank account. A lot of people don't go open up bank accounts. Make sure you open up your bank account Make sure you open up your bank account, people, in your business name. In your business name, it's very, very vital to have a bank account in your business name. Make sure your bank account is set up in your business name, right? If you don't have a business bank account, you haven't been doing business. How can you show proof of income for your company? Because if you show them a bank statement with your name on it, they're going to say that's your personal income, even if it is your business money that's going in there. So you have to separate the two. Keep a personal, keep a business. Pay yourself weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, however you want to do a check to your personal. However you want to do a direct deposit, I don't care. Speak with the CPA about that. The longer your business banking history, the better your borrowing potential will be. It's relationships that we are building. Don't be afraid of these banks, because without you, they wouldn't stay open. So having a high bank balance is essential to obtaining an excellent bank rating, right? We may not have a lot of money, and if you are working a 9-to-5 job, here's a trick. Get your direct deposit, instead of going into your personal, get it to go to your business account. And then from there, pay yourself from your business account. Let me tell you why. This is free game. It's going to show you having two sources of income. One check coming from your personal job, right? Your 9-to-5, and the other coming from your side hustle. So now when you get ready to go buy that house, that car, that investment property, or get that funding, whatever it may be, you can show two sources of income from your 9-to-5 and also from your side hustle, because you're tracking it whenever you cut yourself a check from your business bank account. Just something to keep in your mind, right? Try keeping a bank balance of 10,000 or higher. You know, banks love that. It's fine, but they love to see the deposits going in. The more deposits going in, the better situation. Licensing. This is just, I'm not going to get deep into this, but just make sure if you need a license for your business, it is set up, excuse me, y'all. It's set up. It's set up with the state, it's set up with the county, it's set up with the city, and then it's also, everything is set up with the IRS, because some of these vendors and lenders will require you have a business license if your business requires that. So again, like I've been saying and repeating, take the time to verify that the main agencies, state, IRS, and bank have all of the same information. Like everything has to line up across the board. Like even if you change your number from when the first time you started your corporation, you still need to go back and you need to edit that information across the board with the Secretary of State and also with the Texas Comptroller, because you want to be searchable. You have to be searchable. We got to be able to find you in order for you to get approved for any type of funding, or for you to have business credit and monitor it, right? So I told y'all I'm gonna give y'all the game. I set y'all up with the credibility. Those first 26 slides that you just went through, it was all for credibility, setting you up, making sure your company is set up correctly. Now we're gonna show you how you monitor your business credit report. And then the next step, I'm actually gonna show you what accounts to go and add to your business credit that you can go add as soon as we hang up the phone. As soon as we hang up the phone and start your business credit today. After that, I am going to sell you on a proven system and lifetime access to something that you will actually enjoy and see value in. So obtaining your business credit reports. Business credit is only Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax. That's it. There's no TransUnion in it at all. TransUnion doesn't have a business credit side. There's only Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. That's it. You can get a copy of all of those. If you don't have if you don't have business credit, you don't have a copy. If you're new, you don't have a copy to go and get. You have to actually start establishing it. So how to monitor your business credit? The same as your personal, you're going to monitor your business credit through Experian Business, right? Here's Experian Business. They have reports ranging from $49 to $99, and I believe annually is always something good versus paying monthly. Just get it out of the way, be done with it. Spend $100 to get the annual report. and you get it. You can pull it unlimited all throughout the year once you spend that $100. You can see what trade lines you have in reporting, the whole nine. Equifax business. Here's your Equifax business link right here. Screenshot it, take a picture of it, whatever the case may be. Register your business. Again, if you don't have business credit, you may not be in there. You may not be visible in there, which that means you have to start establishing, which that's what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you that. It typically takes more time to create a file with Equifax small business than Dun & Bradstreet, and that is very much so true. So again, therefore, it's important to apply with credit providers who report to Equifax. A lot of people don't know what credit providers to go to report to Equifax, but I got it all broken down for you. Even Experian, even Dun & Bradstreet. It's a $99 report. Pull it for the year, have unlimited pulls. A Dun & Bradstreet number, a Dunn's number, right? It's obtained to help you build your business credit profile with them, with Dun & Bradstreet. I said this a while back. Just because you have a Dunn's number doesn't mean you have business credit. Everybody can go and apply for a Dunn's number, but you have to actually know what accounts to place on your Dunn's number and how to get a report, right? So you'll need that Dunn's number if you don't know where to get it. Here's the link again, dnb.com. You can get it. They do have a $2,000. Actually, that package isn't $2,000. I think it's like maybe $1,500 now, maybe $1,200, somewhere around that for the package. With the so once you finish setting up how you're going to monitor with the Equifax, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax, now we're actually ready to start adding these vendor accounts to our business credit report. Now, these accounts initially get you started, get your profile started, right? A business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is with small credit cards. The business can be approved for small credit cards to help them build an initial credit profile. Now, again, you're probably like, well, I didn't apply for plenty cards, Will. I never got approved for anything. That's because you have to start with vendor credit first before you can jump into the big boy credit. You have to start with vendor credit. And what is vendor credit? Basically, it's a line of credit that a vendor gives you. They extend it to you and tell you you have 30, 90, 60 days, sometimes 15 days to make this payment. This means that you can purchase their products, services up to a maximum dollar amount, and you have 15, 30, 60, or 90 days to make the payment. That's called leverage. So think about this. So if you have a beauty, not even a beauty supply store, let me say a cleaning service. If you have a cleaning service, right, and you need $300 worth of products, and you go to a company that I'm gonna share with you on how to get that type of products, they give you $300 product and say, okay, pay us in 30 days. But that $300 product, that $300 worth of products is gonna make you $2,000 for that week. Wouldn't you be excited to do that? Wouldn't you be excited to leave your money in your pocket and leverage their money? That's how you play smart when it comes to business. Everybody know how to get to the money, get to the bag, but after a while, you start seeing majority of your money going into keeping the business afloat, keeping the display set up, keeping trash bags coming in because it's coming out of the profit immediately as you profit versus having these vendor accounts set up. So vendor accounts, again, it just allows you to defer the payment for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days. It depends, but you have to pay that payment in full if they defer the payment that long, right? So it's nothing like the revolving. It's nothing like, so don't get it twisted. So if you get $1,000 line of credit and you spend that $1,000, then that $1,000 is due in that 15 and 30 days. So you better get to grinding, right? Some vendors will even approve you with just a 401 listing and an EIN number. That's simple. That's simple. Like, it's really simple. So here goes some real vendor accounts. I told y'all I was gonna get y'all going. I was gonna share some information with y'all. Crown Office Supplies. I use Crown Office Supplies because I like to order paper. I like to order ink. I order ink and paper from a bunch of different sites because I mix it up. But sometimes they may have a special, so I'll order from them, right? I have I believe a $1,500 line of credit, which I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how it works. I have a $1,500 line of credit with them. Quill.com. Again, another place great for supplies, tools, trash cans. It's great for any business, no matter what business you're in. If you own a gym, you need towels, paper towels. It's great for anything. Soap dispensers, toilet paper dispensers. All of this stuff actually helps you build your business credit. Now, what if you don't have a brick and mortar? Like, and you're like, well, Will, I don't have no location, but I actually still want to build my business credit. Hold all your questions until the end. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna answer any questions, but hold them all until the end. If I don't get to them, I have my contact info on there, but we don't want to distract everybody else by me stopping and answering questions. So, strategic network. Strategic network is great. They give you all the way up to a $50,000 line of credit. Summa Supplies also give you a $50,000 line of credit as well too. So vendor accounts always apply first without using social security numbers. Always apply first without using social security. Some of them may request it, but always still try to apply first before you actually give your social security number away for these vendor accounts. You need to have at least 5 net 30 payday accounts reporting. I just gave you 5. Look, I'm gonna go back so you can copy this. In order to establish a business credit profile, all you need is 5 vendor accounts started. I just gave you 5 free ones right here. You can go to all of these sites and get started as long as your business is set up the way that it must be for credibility. So that's 5 trade accounts. That's all you need is 5 to report, just so you can have some type of life on your business credit profile, right? Some vendors may even require an initial prepaid order. So Quill may say, hey, we may need you to prepay $150. That's fine because it's still gonna get used, but you're starting a relationship. You're making first contact. You're actually putting up the money first. So pay your net 30 vendor accounts on time and in full. And you must be patient. Like, I got patient highlighted because that's really what it's going to take, and all of this is having patience throughout the entire thing. And it typically takes 3 cycles of net accounts before they start reporting. So you're going to have to order from those places either 1 time, either 2 times, or 3 times. They'll let you know whenever you go and place your company over there to report. Those accounts will unlock your Dun & Bradstreet profile. It will unlock your Experian profile. It will unlock your Equifax profile. But that's not it. I'm gonna still show you how to get revolving accounts. Just be patient with me. Hang tight. This training, it's not no rush through training, and you probably won't even understand it all just like that. So just bear with me. We getting through it. So most merchant major retailers do offer business credit. Everybody offer it. They don't display it. They don't display it at all. Like, when the last time you went into Macy's and they offered you a Macy's business credit card versus saving 20% by opening up a Macy's credit card? Like, what's up with your business side? You don't have one? You don't offer it? You don't have businesses that order from you? So every company has a business side. So now that we have the 5 trade accounts reporting, we got 5 trade accounts reporting. I'm teaching y'all how to build your business credit right here, right? $25, you learning how to build your business credit. Nobody taught you this. That $100,000 a year tuition, nope. You know, the people that you talk to on a daily, the people that actually got the bag, they still not showing you how to actually build business credit because they so concerned of getting the bag and moving forward versus getting the bag, learning how to leverage, you know, what got the bag, which is the company, and then sharing this information. And that's what we're doing. So all you need is the 5 accounts reporting. I gave you 5. Once you got those 5 accounts reporting, now you're ready to move on to the big boy accounts. Now you're ready to move on to the revolving accounts. You know, that's when they start rolling in. Now look at this highlighted in green. Store revolving credit must be obtained before the business owners start getting the Visa Amex type cards. So before you start getting these type cards, or before you even start getting these type cards, or even these fuel cards, you have to put the store credit on there. So you see how it works? Just like you would with your personal credit, you will build it up with small accounts first, and then work your way up to the big boy accounts so you can get approved. Now, most stores will not approve a business owner for business credit unless the owner has an established credit profile. Those 5 accounts that I gave you is actually going to help the credit profile get established, right? So vendor accounts must be used first to establish a profile and score. Then store credit can be obtained. Again, it's a process. It's not start a business, fund a business for 250,000 or 350,000. It doesn't work that way unless you have the financials to back it, right? And most local branches want the financials to back it, to fund. And look at this. It usually takes only 90 days or less to establish a score and profile. 90 days or less to establish a profile, a score. 90 days. What are we going to be doing in 90 days from today? So after we hang up, why wouldn't you get started? You're not patient for 90 days to build your business credit out, to leverage it, to win? So the major store cards that they do offer include Home Depot, Lowe's, for all you real estate investors, fix and flippers, Best Buy and Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Apple, BP, Chevron, and Racetrack. All of these companies actually offer revolving store cards, you know, for your business. And you can actually leverage all of them, especially for you flippers that's out there. If you into real estate investing like I am, you know, leveraging your business credit card to buy a property is actually pretty smart. Leveraging your business credit card to even do the construction on a property is even smart, right? Leveraging your business credit card to fuel your semi truck is really smart. Leveraging your business credit to build a cleaning service is really smart. So you kind of see where leveraging our business is smart, leveraging the business credit is smarter. And I know a lot of us on the call want to have that title of I grind it for mine. Man, look, I don't care about none of that shit. If these people are gonna give me their money because I played by the rules, because I followed each step that they laid out, then I'm gonna take their money and I'm gonna continue to get rich off of it. See, that's what I did. I leveraged these revolving accounts to get rich. These revolving accounts, these credit cards that you see me throwing up and holding, these are the accounts that actually got me the semi trucks, that actually got me the Amazon automated stores. It actually got me into investing in real estate and being able to not go after a hard money loan for a damn property and put myself in more debt. I put it on my card at 0%, a business credit card at that. So once you have 10 total accounts on your credit, an owner can then start applying for the Visa, MasterCard, Amex type cards. And I'm not saying the store cards, the revolving store cards is what we talked about having 5. But to get this, to have this, it's a combination of having both strong personal credit and also having strong business credit as well too. Because this card, when I use this card every single month, this card has to be paid back every single month, right? But I had to build up the credibility for lenders and the vendors uh, to see this, right? They had to see that I was a credible person, that I can do this. So we coming to a close of the building. You know, it doesn't take much, as y'all can see, to actually just get your credit profile activated. Like, all it takes is having a business be credible, making sure everything is set up right, business name, EIN number, making sure you have an LLC, not a sole proprietor, making sure 411 listing, making sure you have a website, making sure you have a business email address, making sure you're just searchable overall, and making sure all of your documents match up on every single document. So again, we making sure that we are ready to get funded. If you don't go and add those 5 trade accounts that I just gave you on this training, that's your fault. If you're going to listen to your friend that's not hosting this training on how to build business credit, that's not doing it, that's not in this arena, and they throw you off of track of what you're trying to accomplish, and that's actually expand your business, fund your business, grow your business. Like, if they tell you anything negative of this information, they need to get on this here and see for themselves. If they have a faster method, then they need to let me know. Now, I'm gonna tell this trick that I didn't put in this here, and this is for my business owners that have a lot of money. I deal with a lot of business owners that are millionaires. They have millions of dollars. They still don't have business credit, but their business is generating money. So they want to build business credit to start buying the high dollar cars. You know, they want to start acquiring properties in their business name. All of these things, you know, buying yachts, all of this stuff. So I tell them this, and this can apply to you no matter how much money you have. If you have about $10,000 set aside right now, set aside, it's in the bank, it's earning at 1% interest right now. I want you to pull that $10,000 out, right? I want you to pull it out. I want you to then, if it's not in the business bank account, go and place that $10,000, and you can do it with $100, you can do it with $1,000, whatever the number may be you have. I want you to take that 10,000, go open up a business bank account, right, with your corporation. When you get in there, I want you to ask the sales associate, can I open up a $5,000 business secured line of credit and a $5,000 business secured credit card, right? The same way we would with our personal credit. But you still need those store credits if you want to kind of get advanced. But let me tell you what you're unlocking right here. You're unlocking a relationship. See, your branch is relationship based. Your branch that you bank with is relationship based. It doesn't generate income unless you come in and ask for money. It doesn't generate income unless you place your money there. So by you coming to the table with 5,000, 10,000, 1,000, whatever the case may be, and now you're offering to place your money up first to establish these lines, then the bank in their eyes, you're a golden ticket. Why? Because it's very rare that someone walks in and put their own money up. We're so busy looking for gimme, gimme, gimme that we're afraid to put our own shit up. We spend $2,500 in the mall or on some damn shoes when we can break that up in $1,250 and go open up a line of credit, and then it unlocks $10,000 for us. See, y'all not thinking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all thinking of right now. You know, so you're not thinking of the long term of how you can make your money stretch and work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why spend that money when you can leverage it, right? So if you get ready to go to the mall this weekend, before you blow that bag in that store, invest it back into your business and then multiply that $3,500, that $2,500 to be more, right? Now, I did say that I was going to tell you something. This is for all you serious business owners that want to take full control of building your business credit and also having the access to fund your own company without the help of anyone else. But not only that, having someone to actually hold you accountable throughout the process of building your business credit. See, I noticed that when we get access to something, it's not that it's too difficult. We don't have the accountability there. We don't have anyone holding us accountable, taking the actions towards it. So I'm a man of my word. I always say I'm gonna sell you something. I'm gonna sell you something. That's just what I do. That's what you do too. So I'm gonna share my screen with something new right here. We're gonna share the screen, and I'm gonna let you get logged in into my system with me. I want you to see how you, as a business owner, can actually build your business credit right here and track it. It's a 7-step process. Now, this is everything that I went over, but it includes a whole bunch more, right? It's a lot more. So just follow with me. So in the beginning, I told you business credibility is the most important thing that most lenders and vendors and creditors look for, right? If we have those things set up and that's in place, then the chances of us getting funded is very, very likely. Now, I also showed you how to monitor your business credit as well too. I also shared with you 5 trade accounts that you can actually go and get set up. So let's say that you don't have a business right now, or even if you do, and you say, you know what, Will, I want to set my entire company up, right? I want to make sure my company is ready to get funded, right? Here's what's available. This is how my business credit builder system works. And this is where you being held accountable comes into place. So we set it up for you. If you don't know your business name, or if you have a hard time setting up the business name, you can't figure it out. Like, look, we do it. We got you covered. We got you covered. This is what's included in our credit suite system. This is for business owners to take control of their business and actually fund their own business with a 7-step process. So as you can see, when you get access to this system, you'll come in, you'll put your business name in. If you don't have a business name, that's fine. We can actually help you search to see if your business name is available. And we can also help you find out which names have restrictions, like which industries have restrictions when it comes to funding. And if you want to get set up, we did place a company right here. Just click go to website. It takes you directly to them to set up the corporation. Now your business address. Again, we talked about the credibility, making sure your address is right and tight, making sure they had that perception that you actually have a real brick and mortar. So here's our address. We're located in downtown Houston, Suite 700. You can pull up on us anytime you make an appointment with me. Just let me know. I'll meet you there. But I got my virtual office through DaVinci, but I can still use this office to host meetings as well too. But check this out. This for my people that don't have virtual offices, that don't know where to go. We got it done for you. All you do is click, go to the website, set it up. Simple process. You can go to Alliance virtual office or even Regis virtual office. Let's just keep going through the process, right? If you don't have your entity set up and you purchase this system, that's cool. That's cool. Look at this, Data Incorporated. So Brave Asset Management has been open since 2016, April 10th, 2016. I didn't incorporate it until February 19th, 2019. I didn't incorporate it until after I learned this. After I incorporated it and set it up to the T, it unlocked all of the funding that I needed, right? Because I had the process down to the T now. Now, if you need to file your business entity, we still got this. We still got it set up for you. Like, If you need to get an EIN number, that's cool. We can help you get an EIN number. Click to set up your EIN number, right? You know, if you need help with your email, your website, the system has it. It has it all. But I'm gonna skip past this boring stuff because that's not what you're here for. That's not what none of us here for. Everybody that's on this call, all y'all care about is the money. Y'all don't care what's in between to get the money. Y'all care about the money. So I'm gonna show you how to actually get the money. So in order to move forward and start getting the bag that everybody wants to fund their business, to expand it, right? You got to start building your business credit. And I'm gonna just show you, these are just a few accounts that's actually reporting to mine. A SunTrust auto loan, $48,000 loan, a Ford, a $46,000 loan, my Flying J for my semi trucks, $12,000 a month, my Exxon Mobil, just for my personal vehicle, it's $2,000 a month. Summa Office Supply, which one of the trade vendors I shared with you, $3,500. And they give, check this out, Summa Office Supply and Strategic Network. If you spend $75 or more with them, for every $75, they give you $500 in credit line. Come on now. They want you to win. Look, office supplies, I only spent $84 just to have business credit, right? But check this out. That's my credit. Yours won't look like that. Yours won't look like that because you don't have at least 3 trade accounts reporting. So what is 3 trade accounts? We break it down to you. We let you know, it's a vendor account. It's typically a store account, right? Well, Will, how do I get these store accounts? Don't worry. We got you taken care of. We got you taken care of. You don't have to ask not one family member a question about building business credit. You don't have to ask not one friend a question about building business credit with this system because you have your own catered concierge that will walk you through building it. They will schedule as many calls as you like to build your business credit with you. They're not going to do it for you, but they're going to do it with you. And that's the difference. I think we get so caught up in trying to get people to do stuff for us that we forget the education that we'll learn if we do it ourselves or even learn how to do it or whatnot. So don't be shy to this system. Don't think about the hard work. Think about the knowledge that's behind it. Then you won't have to complain when somebody charging your ass, $5,000, $10,000 for some information, right? Just think about it. Look at this, tier 1 building. Again, that goes strategic. I don't mind if y'all screenshotting this, y'all recording it. Everyone's gonna get a copy of this. Everybody will get a copy of this. Let me just show you this. We show you who it reports to. We show you exactly who these reports to. Murphy USA, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. Check this out. Well, Will, I'm interested in this field card right here. That's not a problem. We can get you set up, kid. We can get you set up, kid. We can get you set up, kid. We got all of the information there for you. Who it reports to, the description of the company so you know what type of company you're dealing with, any type of special instructions that's needed. This is information that's gathered. Like we gathered all of the information so you don't have to do anything. And then we tell you how to qualify. Entity in good standing, EIN number with IRS, business address matching everywhere, Dun & Bradstreet number, business license if applicable, a business bank account. If not approved based upon business credit or even a business for less than 1 year, then a $500 deposit is needed or a personal guarantee. It's okay to put up your money. It's okay to personally guarantee. Stop running away from, I don't want to be the personal guarantee. I don't want to be the personal guarantee. Man, it's okay. That means you was able to step up to the plate and sign saying, yes, I will be responsible for my company versus backing down and saying, no, I don't want to be responsible. What type of business owner are you? Especially when you haven't taken the steps to build your business credit. You got to be the personal guarantor to get in the game if you haven't done that, right? So look, I'm gonna let y'all keep following me to tier 2, right? Because now once you finish adding these accounts in tier 1, we're moving on to tier 2. We getting to tier 2. Again, I don't care if y'all looking at this information right here. I don't care if y'all screenshot it. I don't care if y'all taking pictures of it. I don't care, because it's a difference in applying, applying the strategy, applying the knowledge that you learn. Like, you can screenshot, you can have 1,000 pictures of this in your phone, but until you actually take action in it, it's meaningless. Look at this. Get and Go, Maverick, Go Fleet. We tell you who to report to. Advanced Auto, the CEO creator, Fleet Pride. Let's just keep going through and through. United Rental, Quill, Home Depot for all my investors that's on the call. For you fixing flippers, y'all coming out of pocket, y'all using y'all own credit card. I know, because on my first flip, I used my own bread. I know how I go, or using a hard money lender and they taxing your ass. I'm just speaking facts. I know. Look at this. Let's keep going. Lowe's Hardware, Staples, Amazon, report to Dun& Bradstreet and Equifax. Pilot Flying J. You saw I have a Pilot Flying J fuel card for my diesels. Dun & Bradstreet. 7-Eleven. Like, it just keeps going. All of the information is there for you to succeed and for you to fund your company. But the crazy thing is that you don't even have to apply for all of these accounts. It only says apply for 3 more trade accounts. It don't say all of them. So that means I'm gonna go through. If I did the very first 5, and now I need to apply for 3 more, then I'm gonna go with the things that I need. Maybe like the Office Depot, maybe like the United Rentals, because maybe I use heavy equipment. Maybe the Home Depot because I'm a flipper. Maybe the fuel card because as an investor I have to drive around and look for property, so I need fuel. Like, you don't have to use all of these. You don't have to now. Don't get me wrong, it won't hurt to use all of them, but you don't have to use all of these accounts in order to get past tier 2, right? Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Let's scroll back up and keep going. Follow me. I hope y'all see value, and I hope this information is very valuable to you. If not, that's cool. I'm gonna continue to spit this shit. If it is, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. I'd like for y'all to leave me some comments, or even reach out to me on my IG and let me know. So we jumping over to advanced building in tier 3. We got tier 1, we got tier 2. Now we jumping into tier 3, right? Tier 3, we saying that we at least have 6 accounts reporting. You currently have at least 6 trade accounts reporting, but now it's time to establish your business credit reports even further. It doesn't stop with business credit. Like, there's no cutoff on building business credit. There's no cutoff on the amount of funding and lending that they can give to. There's no cutoff, because you're creating jobs for the economy. You're a creator. If you have a business, they want to lend to you, people. I'm telling you firsthand. Look at this. Office Depot, Sunco, Arco Fleet. Let's just keep going. ExxonMobil, Speedway, right? Let's just keep going, right? Shell, look at this. But let's say now, Will, where's the money? How can I finance my business? Now, as you're adding all of these trade accounts and all of these revolving accounts, we actually tracking it with you. This whole system is tracking everything that you're adding now, because you're going to be able to come down here and click finance my business, right? And guess what? All the business credit cards you need, all the revenue financing, private equity, equipment financing, all of it is right here for you to go ahead and apply for. There's no need of searching to see which business credit cards you can and you cannot get approved for, or seeing which ones are the best. We narrowed it all down for you, all into one system. It will literally scan to see which are the best business credit cards for you and tell you how much you're approved for, just by filling out the finance blueprint. So you see how you can actually take control of actually building your own business credit and then funding your business credit. But not only that, knowing exactly what the hell is going on with your business credit, right? How can you know where you're going if you're not even tracking it? How can you say I want business funding if you're not even tracking if you have business credit? Like, you can't. There's absolutely no way that you can do that. So this system is lifetime access. I just want to be very transparent with you. We update this system with new lenders and vendors every other month. Every other month, we always have new lenders and vendors. You see this? Need personal guarantee. We even got lenders who you do need personal guarantee to be to get it. We got it all in there for you. Let me see. I was trying to get to let's see. I know I had a Navy Federal. I even had the Navy Federal guideline in here somewhere. I even had the Navy Federal guideline. I think it may be right here. Well, it's right here. Let's see. I had the Navy Federal guideline for you business owners in here. Where is it at? So, Navy Federal. So I put it all in here. Like, I put everything in here. I even put who Navy Federal reports to, Experian and Equifax. Let's look and see what you need in order to get it. Look at this. See, we even update you and let you know, due to COVID-19, Navy Federal Credit Union isn't accepting applications currently. We will continue to check with them. So this is updated real time. But let's just show you what you need to qualify for Navy Federal business side. Like, we laid it all out for you. We even have Wells Fargo in here. I mean, like, this is, it has everything. But anyway, now y'all probably wondering, like, yo, Will, what is that actually gonna cost me? Or how much am I investing in that? So you got a couple different investment options, right? You got investment options that'll get you a business credit system and also where you can get funded too as well. First option is our payment plan option, right? It's $17.99 due upfront, and then it's only 4 monthly payments of $550. Again, this is lifetime access. Our main option is the one-time payment of $29.97, and again, is lifetime access. So if you're a business owner and you have multiple businesses like myself, I have 3 different corporations, and I actually have funded and continue to fund all 3 of those corporations, then this system is for you, right? If you don't have a corporation and you're interested in getting started and building your business credit and starting your corporation, this system is still for you, right? Because it's going to make sure that you set up your company the correct way. That way, lenders and vendors will be able to lend to you and see that you're visible. Now, if you're still skeptical, just like everybody else when they first get introduced to some foreign information, you can schedule a consultation before you enroll, because that is a large investment in yourself and in your company. But we want to make sure that you understand what you're getting into, because the last thing we need is someone getting into our program and saying that it doesn't work, because it actually works if you work it. That's just like everything in life. It works if you work it. Something that you may have quit, somebody else is a millionaire in. A networking group that you may have left, somebody is a millionaire in. A company that you used to work for, somebody is possibly earning 6 figures in that company. And maybe you didn't because you quit or you didn't believe that it worked. Everything worked with patience and understanding, no matter what it is, right? So I thank you guys for getting on this call. I'm not going to end it just yet. I'm going to attempt to unmute everybody. That way they'll be able to ask a few questions. I think you guys will be able to unmute yourself and ask questions. Let's see. Let me see. I think Randy was the first person. Randy, you there? Randy, can you hear me? I want to answer any questions that you guys may have. Miss Holmes, how you doing, Miss Holmes?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. What's your question?
Well, my question is because earlier I was on my phone, so I didn't get a look to see a lot of the slides, but you will be emailing these slides to us?
So I'll be emailing the replay of this webinar, but it won't be released until next week. But you will get, yes, you will get it. I'm gonna try to get my assistants to send it out beforehand, but she did mention that she would try to get it all of them out uh, at least by Monday morning. But you will get it. You will get it.
Mommy.
Okay, that was my question.
Okay. Any other questions? Let's see. Mr. Coffer, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How about you, my brother?
I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Zero complaints.
Hey, amen, amen. Quick question.
Yes, sir.
I've done some of these things that you talked about tonight in your slides. Now, I did a secured loan through Regions Bank about 5 months ago.
Okay.
And but I think I jumped the gun on it. I went and tried to apply for a business loan, and they didn't give it to me. And I should have waited, but I tried it anyway. How long do I need to keep that secured loan? I did a secured loan for $5,000, and I did a secured personal loan for $2,500. So I spent about $7,500 of my money to
get started.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so with that business loan, honestly, Regions is hard, dude. I mean, I've had people get funded through Regions, but Regions is a little bit more strict because they go through Avant services, which Avant want all of this personal information on your business. So with Regions Business, in order to get funded with them, they're gonna still look at your personal.
Okay.
They're still gonna take. So let me say this here. Since COVID, majority of lenders and with business credit cards, they still take a sneak peek at the personal credit because they still want to make sure that you're not just some bad person that's taking all of this money from everywhere and not paying it back and saying that you're gonna pay it. But what I would do is, do you have a personal person that you talk to in Regions?
Yeah, I have a personal banker that I deal with every time I go in. Yeah.
Okay, so typically this is what I like to do, and I tell everybody to do this here. Like, talk to them and ask them what is it going to take for you to actually to get that secure line now turn into an unsecured line, even if it's for $5,000 or $10,000 or whatnot, because you brought it to the table. Now, a lot of them, if they really want to work with you, if they haven't had any sales, they'll let you know.
Okay.
Especially if you have good cash flow coming in, your account look outstanding. You got all of your money going into your business account, right?
I got some going to my business account, then I got some going to my personal account.
Okay, so that's depending on how much, that's another thing that you can kind of hold over these banks' heads is the relationship of you depositing money. Like, they don't want to lose a customer. Let me just tell you that. The second that you try to pull your money from there, what do? Hey, let me, well, can we offer you this? Can we offer you this? So you really have to play their game or whatnot and get into their heads because they want to lend the money. So you just got to ask the questions with every single company.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Anybody have any other questions before we end? Randy, I think you there?
Yes.
Hey, how you doing, Randy?
All right. I got a quick question.
Yes, sir.
So I already have, I've got Soma, I've got Crown Office Supplies, and I got Quill. With the Soma, I made it to the tier 2, and they wouldn't let me access it with through the Behalf. I think that's the name of it. once you make it to the tier 2,
Yeah,
why would they not let me access it?
that you're gonna have to call them and ask them that. That's more like an eternal issue with them on that. I can't even answer that, and I don't even want to mislead you to try to answer it, brother.
Yeah, because it's showing that I have $2,000 limit,
Mm-hmm.
but it wouldn't let
Here,
me
let me
access.
give you. I'm gonna give you. This is the guy that I deal with directly over there. His name is Joseph Pica, and I'm gonna give you his direct number right now. And this is for anybody that's on this call. I'm gonna give you his direct number. And Joseph Pica is over Summa Supply and Strategic Network as well. And
Okay.
he's more than happy to answer and get you guys enrolled as well too. Let me just find his number. So Joseph's number, let me know. Y'all ready? It's 818
Yes.
818 is 986
986
5438.
5438.
Yes. If you
All
call
right.
him and he don't answer, leave him a message. He will call back. Trust me, he will call back to walk you through it.
Okay.
But if you have
All
those, so now that you have, though, you said you have the Summa. What else you have?
right. I got Summa, I got Quill, and I got Crown Office Supplies.
Okay, and you monitoring Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax?
Well, actually, I haven't even started monitoring it because I just set those accounts up maybe a month ago.
Okay, all right, cool. So, but you got the information now to where you know how to monitor it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now you know the next steps after you finish setting it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man. I'm glad everybody asking questions, man, because that helps the next person on the call.
Yes.
Because they probably missed it. Anybody have any other calls? If not, I'm gonna get ready to end the call. Again, if you interested in doing a full deep dive consultation, schedule it right there at willisguidryjr.com, or you can text. If you really ready, if you say, you know what, Will, I'm ready, I just want to dive into it, then you can text me at 713-588-9991 and just say ready. Once you say ready, you'll get on the phone, one of us will get you enrolled, and then you'll have your access to your system within 48 hours after you enroll. And then you'll have your concierge actually walking you through the process within the first few hours of you getting enrolled as well too, and getting that access. But again, I thank everybody for joining me tonight. I know I tried to keep it as short as possible. We're right at 1 hour and 20 minutes. The next class, the next training is actually Saturday. So if you have a friend, family member that's interested in hearing this information, just get them put on. Like, turn them on to it. Like, we in 2020, we going into 2021, and the information that's out there, it has to be applied. So when you get on these calls, let's apply it, man. I thank you guys. God bless everybody for jumping on. Y'all have a great night.
Hey, Mr. Willis, can I get that number one more time if you don't mind?
713-588-9991.
9991.
Somebody was going to say something.
713-588-9991.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, anybody else? Cool. Y'all have a blessed night. Take care.
All right, you too, bro.